Hello, Lena. I am happy to welcome you to the GES Digital Intervention Program for Senior High Schools. This is Social Studies Lesson 1, and the topic is Self-Identity. I am your facilitator, Sally Amaki Daku Atopi. Just call me Auntie Amaki. Now take a look. Safety or affection? Between the two, which one will you choose first? Is it safety or affection? Sometimes people say, he loves me, but he beats me. Between the two, he loving you and he beating you, would you stick or leave? Well, the two have something in common. What do you think it is? Yes, both of them are human needs. However, they occur at different levels. Does that give you a clue as to what we are discussing today? Think about it. In this lesson, you will describe the Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, explain at least two roles of the theory to the realization of aspirations, and finally, state two benefits of the theory to the Ghanaian society. Our key words for today's lessons are identity, capability, esteem, safety, actualization, physiological, and affection. I hope you are getting a clue as to what we are discussing today. Well, you are right. We are discussing Maslow's theory of needs. And as I said earlier, we are looking at the usefulness of the theory. But before then, what is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory? Reflect on it. Write it down. Now take a look. Maslow's theory of needs is a motivational theory that proposes 5 steps of human needs in an order that reflects the levels at which these human needs must be fulfilled. Now, this theory was proposed by an American sociologist by name Abraham Maslow. According to him, the extent to which we fulfill these needs will determine how we develop our personality. In other words, the development of our personality is largely dependent on the extent to which we satisfy all these needs. Now let's go into the needs as identified by Maslow in detail. You can see on the screen a pyramid. It is used to illustrate the Maslow's theory. And you can see the hierarchy of needs. The physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, self-esteem, and then self-actualization. Now let's take them one after another. The physiological needs, what are they about? These are needs that every human being expresses. They include the need for food, the need for shelter, the need for clothing, the need for rest. Often they are referred to as survival needs because without them, man will not be able to live long. Can you survive without clothes? Can you survive without food? How long can you survive without these? So from the day born child to the oldest person on earth, we all need the satisfaction or fulfillment of physiological needs. The second is safety and security needs. According to the theory, safety needs had to do with safety from danger, and then also security in times of old age. It also talks about safety and security of job. So you notice that individuals at this level of need seek job security, they seek health security, and they seek security in retirement. The third need, according to this theory, is called social needs, and that has to do with the need for love and affection. Who doesn't want to be loved? We all crave for love at one point or the other. The baby, the adolescent especially, married couple that's adults, and the aged all crave for the need for love and affection, a sense of belonging, companionship. And I'm sure you also do experience that. We proceed to the fourth need, that is the need for self-esteem and ego. Here, according to the theory, human beings strive for recognition, for status, and for reward of their hard work. As a result, they will do anything to catch the eye of people who can commend them for a good work. And we all have these needs, but they occur at different levels of our lives. The final one, according to the theory, is self-actualization need. Here, the theory says at this level, the human being has fully realized their potential and achieved their dreams. And so at this level, they don't crave and ask for things. They rather give back to society. They look for the needy in society and support them. They help them. They undertake projects in the community like libraries and other things to make other people's lives better. I hope the picture is clear now. Very well, let's make progress. Now you can see on your screen a diagram illustrating the Maslow's theory. Take a good look at this diagram, because often when you come across them in examination questions, you will need this diagram to answer a question. For example, you could be asked, using the help or with the help of a diagram, explain the Maslow's theory. Anytime you come across a question like that, it means you have to draw the diagram in this manner, and that can fetch you up to 4 marks. Good. Now that you have seen the diagram, let us proceed and ask ourselves, why are we learning all these? Of what use is this theory to our lives? And at which level do you find yourself on the ladder or on the pyramid? Very well. The usefulness of Maslow's theory. The Maslow's theory is important to the individual, to families, to governments, and to the nation at large. Now, let us find out how useful this theory could be to you, to your parents, to your family, and to the nation at large. Now, one of the usefulness of the theory that I can talk about is the need to provide members of our family, especially the younger and the older members of our family, their physiological needs such as food, shelter, proper clothing, in order to protect them. This theory is also useful to the extent that it helps parents to provide love and affection to their children and their elderly parents. When we talk about love and affection, it also helps couples to give love and affection to each other. Again, the theory motivates us to strive to reach our highest potential, because it says hard work pays. Once you are able to develop your capabilities, you can get rewarded, you can get recognition. And it is a reason why organizations also put in place award schemes to award or reward hardworking people. The theory also, another motivation or another usefulness of the theory is that it helps the individual to save and invest and undertake insurance for their safety in the future. Are you realizing how useful this theory is? It also helps governments to invest in security and safety of their citizens. So when you see the policemen around with their tools and with their implements and their guns, they are ensuring protection and security. So does the military also do. All these are inspirations or lessons that we draw from the Maslow's theory. And also, it provides the basis for establishing pension funds and trusts for working individuals. It also is a reason why governments and organizations undertake health insurance schemes for their workers and citizens. We can go on and on and on, but our time is up and we have to go. But before we do, I want to know what you have learned today. What have we learned today? In today's lesson, we learned about Maslow's theory, and we simply said it's about our needs, and that these needs occur in levels. And because they occur in levels, we have to satisfy one need before we go on to the other. We have also looked at the usefulness of the theory to us, to our families, and to the government. And we said The theory is the reason why we undertake investments and savings to ensure our safety and security. It is a reason why we work hard to develop our capabilities so that we can get jobs that are secure to provide us our needs. Very well. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. And I hope you are going to take something away. Tell me what you remember and one thing that you will take away. Now, before we leave, let's take a model question. Explain Maslow's theory of human needs and show its relevance to the achievement of one's aspiration. Describe the Maslow's theory of needs and highlight 4 ways which Maslow's theory of needs is relevant to the Ghanaian society. The points we shared in the lesson are relevant points for you to answer a question of this nature. Okay, for our examination tip, I have a tip for you for your examination. Candidates must be reminded that they are not supposed to answer more questions than what the instructions require. So note. Hope you have taken note of that. I'm happy that you joined me. Thank you and see you another time.